and welcome to Mobile Field Success. Today we will be summarizing all of the content reviewed in the previous modules. Mobile Basics Overview. In this module, you should have learned how to create an estimate, how to add items and memberships, add photos and findings, how to present estimates, how to collect signatures, how to duplicate estimates, and other general practices. For best practice, as a reminder to always make sure you build the largest estimate first, then duplicate it to create other estimates, and to always be taking before and after pictures on every job. Dashboard Overview. In this module, you should have learned the full navigation of the dashboard, the navigation through the Overview tab, gray bar usage, and dialing from ServiceTitan. As a reminder, it is best practice to always dial through ServiceTitan to ensure the call is recorded and that the customer cannot contact you back directly to your personal phone number. Next, we have gray bars. These are non-job events that will have information listed under the All Jobs tab. It is best practice to review these daily and know your training and meeting schedule. Finally, we have the History tab and the importance of reviewing the customer's history before arriving to the job. This will allow for a more streamlined customer experience. Estimates and invoices. In this module, you should have learned more in-depth estimate building and presenting, while learning about editable SKUs, selling for now versus selling for later, emailing estimates, and owning your invoice. A few best practices are to always email estimates from the Estimates tab and email invoices from the Invoice tab. Make sure to fill out all editable SKUs prior to presenting and review and audit your own invoice before calling in to debrief. Notes and images. In this module, you should have learned exactly how and when to add a note, how to add a note to a customer, job, or location, and how to add images and edit those images. A few best practices for notes and images would be to rename your pictures in order to make them more clear for the customer, company, and your fellow employees. Remember, how well you document your job helps other technicians in the future provide great service, as well as if other technicians document their jobs correctly, then you can provide great service for the customer. Also, adding pictures to your estimates will allow for a better looking presentation. And finally, adding a note to the customer page will help us be more prepared for future visits. Payments and financing. In this module, you should have learned how to collect a cash payment, a credit payment, a check payment, and a brief financing overview. A few best practices for payments and financing are to always remember that payments can be collected on any job for any amount. You just have to utilize the Enter Other Amount feature. Checks must be attempted to be ran through mobile deposit and must be turned in each Monday. Cash must be turned in by the following business day. Forms and tags. In this module, you should have learned how to enter a form, how to review a filled out form, and common tags and tag usage. A few best practices for forms and tags would be to ensure all needed forms are filled out before calling in to debrief. This is a regular practice, and eventually most things will be documented within the form section, so always double check if a form is needed. Next, we need to fill out all required questions on a form. These will have a red star located next to them. If required questions are not filled out, the form will not be marked as completed. And finally, to always review tags prior to arriving to a job. These tags will give you helpful information prior to meeting the customer. Pricebook. Finally, we have the Pricebook module. In this module, you should have learned the Pricebook organization, how to navigate through the Pricebook, how to add sub-items, how to create custom projects, how to create a purchase order, and how to audit materials. A few best practices for the Pricebook would be to always make sure materials are audited on every job. This will ensure proper job costing and ensure proper technician pay. Custom projects are to be utilized for items that are not already included in the Pricebook. And purchase orders are for any material received that is outside of traditional replenishment. Now we have reached the end of the Mobile Field Success series. Please feel free to review videos and decks in the future for any additional assistance. Thank you.